Alright there, everyone. How's it?
King Fox.
Bloody hell. Alright then. How's it going, everyone? First things first, aggro, and let's get into this. Alright then, so something that actually, even though you're in a bit of a rush, George, I'm going to do the two anyway because they're quite quick. The first thing that annoys me is private number plates, man. What is the point? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, you have a car, you spent thousands, a car that'll last you for ages, you know, ages and ages and ages, usually 3 to 4 grand or more. Or you might even spend way more on a car, you know, new cars are like 15k, 20k, 25, 30, whatever. You spent all that money, but you're going to have three or four or five letters or 6 letters or whatever, you know, letters and numbers just in your own thing just because it looks good. What if I had like James spelt out on there? It'd just be a waste of money and stupid, to be honest.
I think it's a rich thing.
A rich
Just
person.
to say, it's just to show that you got money. I think
But I just think it's a waste of money, to be honest.
it's a waste of money. Yeah.
I mean, what is the point of all of that, you know? Just makes that... Would you ever get... Even if you had millions, George, would you get a private number plate?
No, I'll just get a Detroit Jag.
Yeah, exactly. You get a good car, you'd spend your money wisely. I'm just going to look up how much private number plates cost. Number plate
About £5,000.
cost.
I think.
Let's have a look. Why won't it tell me? Oh well, doesn't matter anyway. They're just annoying. I'll look up the
It's about £5,000. I might be wrong.
£5,000 per word.
No, and then for the whole thing, I think.
Oh, okay, 5,000 for like a bunch of words.
Yeah.
All right then, fair enough. And one more. So do you get where I'm coming from with private number plates? Because even if you are minted,
Yeah, okay.
because even if you are minted, what is the point of throwing all that money away like a lunatic?
There's no point.
I mean, obviously, it's your money. You can do what you want, but I think it's better to put your money towards something better. You know.
Yeah,
mean-
and if you buy like a 2020 car, you want people to know it's a 2020 car.
Exactly. Like, what's the point of having something from years and years ago and then having a different number plate on? Because sometimes I've thought to myself, I've seen a car, I've seen like you know, an Astra from years ago or whatever. No, I've seen like a newer Vauxhall Astra, and then it's had different numbers on, and I thought, well, that can't be from that year. What? But then I realised, oh, it's a private number plate. You know.
Yeah. Are you aware there's a Jag up on me, and that must be a 90s car, and he's got a really number plate on it.
Well, I think every car before 2000 doesn't have the number plate year. Like, it doesn't have the year it came out in.
It does, yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, that my cars do.
Serious? I didn't know that, because a lot of old cars I've seen, they've had random numbers on.
Yeah. Okay, and then reg plate would be 96.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, they used to do it in alphabets, didn't they? That's it. They used to do it in an alphabet,
A
didn't
P plate would be 97, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, things like that.
What year did it start in, then?
96.
No, I mean the alphabet.
The alphabet.
No, the alpha... You know the alphabet for, like, that shows... So say you... Example, you said, like, M meant 96 or 97. When did they start making that up?
I have no clue.
Okay, I'll have to look into it
I
more.
have no clue at all.
But anyway, my second thing for Agrarian is people who like get really angry at food franchises for making them fat. So we learnt about this in school. We saw this thing in science. These two really fat people, basically what they did, I think they were sisters, they sued McDonald's for making them fat. Can you believe that? I mean, obviously they didn't...
Well, you can't do that, can you? Because you're the one that's buying the food and consuming it.
Yeah, I mean, if Mackey's, listen, this would never happen, but if McDonald's went up to you, pointed a gun in your face, said, eat all this food now, and then made you really fat, you know, then then, you know, maybe you've got a case. If they forced you to eat the food against your own will, which they'd never do. I know this is a mental scenario, but I'm just trying to get this across to people. But if you've, you know, consciously made that choice to go to Mackey's, spend your money, eat and 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 eat, keep eating, getting fatter and fatter and fatter, you know, just going absolutely mad. That isn't McDonald's fault. That isn't Mackey's fault, you know.
Yeah, but then you got things in the actual food that make you want to eat more.
But that's your own fault. I know you get where I'm coming from, obviously, but you're just looking at...
I do, yeah, but like McDonald's and places that add like things to their food.
Yeah.
That makes your brain think you want more.
Well,
if you know what I mean.
I think the reality of it is that it tastes nice. That's all it is, really. It tastes nice. It gives you a bit of a sugar high, and you really, really want more.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, the way I see Mackey's, it's just for convenience, and same with KFC. If I've been to the cinema in the past, you know, my mum obviously isn't going to cook anything for me if I've already been to the cinema. Might as well go to Witherspoons, have some chips and fish and chips, or go to Mackey's, eat something at Mackey's, go to KFC, have something at KFC, you know.
Yeah, that's why with them starting to reopen now, it stacks it if you go there.
Bro, the queues are mental, aren't they? I went past there today. It was insane. It was mad. I thought to myself, all right then, give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Mackey's will be packed for a little bit because people haven't had any meals from there in ages, have they? You know.
Well, they'll eat as much as they want and then stop again and it will just go back to normal.
Yeah.
And that's when you can start going properly.
No, but the thing is, I was thinking to myself, it'll only last 2 or 3 days, but people are still queuing like mad people, you know. This box...
Yeah, well, it's not open. There's... the ones by us have only just opened this past week, I think.
Yeah, the one in the really big built-up area near you, the 2-storey one, and the one in the neighbouring town next to me. So yeah, that they've only just opened, but still, you shouldn't be going there stuffing your face. Like, I know you're not, but like a lunatic, just get normal food.
Yeah, and like you went in those queues as well. I'll just go to my local pizza place.
Exactly.
And it takes just as long. But really, it's freshly made pizza, and it's nice than McDonald's.
Yeah, or just go to the chippy.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, to be honest, the only thing, like, listen, Mackey's fries and chicken nuggets, you know, they're good. They're good fun, aren't they? They're banter, they're classic, nostalgic, but they're nothing really special.
I like the burgers, they're quite good.
I think the burgers are a bit crap, to be honest, but you know what, each to their own. The hash browns are phenomenal.
Yes.
They're amazing. And the main thing...
the best sausage patties that they use in the morning.
I've heard they're really good. Never had one, though.
Yeah.
All I will say with Mackey's is that it's... the main thing that their Mackey's strength is that the price is quite low for a meal there, you know. But personally, I think KFC...
The pound ones are starting going up now. If you look.
Is it because so many people are buying and they want to raise it?
Yeah, they want more money, so they're raising the pound ones to like £1.99 ones.
Oh, mad.
And
Absolutely.
they're doing this a bit ago, actually.
Pardon?
So they started doing it quite a bit ago, but like nobody really mentioned it. Like, it is wrong them doing that.
Listen, you know, Aaron said this before about YouTube, but obviously McDonald's are a private company. They can do whatever the hell they want. At the end of the day, if you want them to lower prices, you've got to stop going there for food. You've got to go to other food.
Yeah, definitely.
You've got to go to other food establishments. Go to Costa and have a mushroom and cheese toasty, you know, or anything from there.
All around by me, you've literally got a KFC, a Costa.
Yeah, exactly.
Legs.
Right by you. Yeah, right by you, in the big built-up area near you, a 2-story Mackey's, but obviously, as we're saying, go to a different place if they keep raising it up. A 2-story KFC. There's a 2-story Costa, isn't there? 2 floors.
It's not a 2-floor one. It's just a.
Oh. Well, it's a big.
As well.
It's a big Costa, isn't it? Though.
Oh, it's in a big Costa, yeah.
And a big Greg's as well. So. But yeah, just go there.
See our choice.
Go to other places. As George says, there's a choice, there's variety. Don't give in to McDonald's if they're going to keep charging you loads. But anyway, enough about Mackey's, KFC and all that jargon. Unless you've got anything you want to add. Do you agree that it's annoying that those two people...
I do agree it's annoying there.
And obviously the 2 people suing Mackey's is just daft, really. It isn't their fault that they ate loads. They made the choice to eat loads. Anyway, next one. Is it legit or is it just a bit? Yes. Alright then, so this is my story for this week. I whispered into a celebrity's ear, this is very uncomfortable. No, this is an uncomfortable position. Do you want to ask some questions?
Was it?
Do you want to ask about context or? Alright, so basically what happened was, oh no, it was the no Google, but basically this geezer from The Dark Knight Rises came to my Thai boxing, and he was quite famous, and this was in 2012, and we all kneeled by him, and we had to stay there for ages because the it took ages. It took ages for the picture to be took, so I whispered in his ear, a bit of an uncomfortable position, isn't it?
I'm gonna go with false.
Oh, George! I'm celebrating too much. No, I'm celebrating too much. It was true, George. I said last week. I said Warren Brown came to my Thai boxing, George.
No, you did not.
I did on the last one. I said the only celebrities I've met is so and so and so and so, and then I said about Warren Brown coming to my Thai boxing once, but I only briefed.
For God's sake.
Yes! I thought.
It was you like laughing and saying about a celebrity. It made me think. You're cracking up trying to think of.
No, that was all part of the strategy, George. 3-0! Sorry, I'm celebrating a bit too much. No, because I thought you'd get this one. That's why I'm over celebrating. Right. Have you got one this week, George?
Yes, I've got one.
All right then. Go on then.
I've heard it once, and I was in my caravan.
Mhm.
I came to step outside, and we just got a normal like 2-step thing going to the floor.
Mhm.
And I got my foot stuck in there. It took about an hour to get me out. Like red finger around my ankle for a couple of days where it had been stuck.
It took you. Did you have to call the fire service?
No, we just had to basically. I think put oil or something like that, like cooking or oil. We just put that on it, and in the end it come out. But I tell you, it was all sore. And
your foot got stuck in there.
Yeah, when I came out, I got my foot stuck in there.
Where was this in Wales? Where was it? Tenbrook. Was it on a caravan site or were you in the middle of nowhere?
Hang on, can I call you back? My dad's calling for a sec.
I'll say, mate. Yeah, I'll keep the viewers entertained.
Okay, fine.
Alright then. George is really, really trying to make this one like... Usually I wouldn't get an opportunity to talk about like what I think of stuff and if it's true or not. But, yeah, hold on. I'm going to look up if it says on Facebook about Warren Brown coming to... hold on, let me look it up. I'm not going to say the place. But Warren Brown... Not Facebook, sorry, Google. But trust me, he's done Thai boxing before, so are you surprised that he's come to a Thai boxing gym? Hold on, let me look it up. It doesn't say about him coming to my gym specifically, but he did. I promise you he did. Seriously. Yeah, but I mean, he's been in some fairly big films. I'll see if I can show my friends some pictures, like if I can show George some stuff. But yeah, he's been in Dark Knight Rises, Genesis, Cargo. I've only seen Dark Knight Rises, so I haven't seen the rest of these films. But yeah, cool sound bloke, to be fair, you know. I was genuinely a bit uncomfortable, but, you know, I was a lot more like... I just wanted to say something to him because he was famous. I was just like... I struggled a lot more to start conversations when I was 12, so I was just like, a bit uncomfortable in it. He's like, yeah, you know, we'll be out of this soon. So, but yeah, the laughing was just a tactic to make George think it's false. But I'll tell you right now, I do think it's false. How would his foot get stuck in there? How would his foot get stuck in the caravan? I mean, in the stairs to the caravan. It's ridiculous. Like, again, it could be true. This could be George trying to throw me off because I tried to throw him off. So it's just a difficult one, really. No, I'm going to have to go for false, to be honest, because it seemed like something that he wants me to say true to. And I don't think George is that tactical with this, like, lying and truth game. Guess if they're telling the lying or if they're telling the truth. So, yeah. But yeah, the key is with, like, lying and truth games is that you just have to sort of like you just have to be really tactical. You have to make them think you're telling the truth when you're lying, and you have to make them think you're lying when you're telling the truth. Like, obviously it is a bit hard to do it because me and George could practically just lie to each other all the time, and this we could come up with some mad mental story like, I don't know, I pooed out the window onto a bush to annoy someone. Or, well, obviously you wouldn't do that because that's good. You can seriously hurt yourself or you could die if you fall out. Well, let's think of another one. I don't know. See, I just can't think of one at the moment. George is calling back. But the point is, it's just about tactics. So, all right, George.
Hey, you back? Are you still recording?
Yeah. I've been entertaining the viewers for a small amount of time.
Okay.
So I was going to ask you a few more questions then.
Okay.
So it was in Tenbrook. It was on a caravan site, yes or no?
Yes, it was on a caravan site.
Okay then. And it took you 2 hours to get you out?
No, only 1 hour.
1 hour.
I said. Yeah.
And it was just you and your dad, no one else?
My grand were there.
Oh, so they were nearby in a different caravan, or were they somewhere else?
Yes.
Okay.
No, they had their caravan as well.
What did they think about the whole situation? Were they worried for you, or were they like, we'll get you out with the oil?
Well, we all thought it was quite funny.
Oh, okay, that's good then.
In the end, yeah.
I'm going to go for false, so.
It is true.
Oh, bravo, George. You played the game very well. You played the game very well there. Because I thought, the main thing that was going on in the back of my head, I thought to myself, he never got stuck in the stairs for a caravan. What? He never got stuck in those steps? Because you've obviously shown me a caravan before, and I thought to myself, those steps aren't...
Which steps were you thinking of the grey ones?
No, well, I can't remember what they were, but I can't see how you get your foot stuck in them. And if you did, I'd imagine that you'd like, if you slipped then got stuck in them, I'd imagine it'd do some serious damage. So that's what I was thought.
It just has a nasty red mark there.
Nasty red mark. Fair play to you. You played the game very well there, mate. That's the first time you trumped me, so...
It is.
Well done, man. Well done. Fair play. So it was just a red mark that was left there for a bit.
Yeah, just I don't know if I've still got like a little scar from it. It did cut into my leg a little bit.
Did it hurt for a while or no?
Oh yeah, it did hurt because there's a little piece of metal like must be like a little loose piece,
Mm-hmm.
and I went straight in.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's that then. Anyway, we're going to move on to the main topic. This is a short one because George is busy, but we're just going to talk about pets that either of us have had in the past. and there's stories about them and etc. etc. So
Mine got killed.
yeah. Do you want to mention that first or later?
I'll go through it first so we get the most difficult one out of the way.
Yeah,
When
go
I
on then.
was at an old house, I had a cat called Lily, and we went away for the week, and we left the cat there with somebody to look after it. When it went over the fence, and somebody shot it in the neck with a pellet gun.
Oh, I thought it was like a pistol or something. I thought they got their hands on a pistol or a shotgun or something.
It was a shooting gun basically.
Ah, okay.
So there's like little pellets like that.
Yeah.
But the guy got arrested for insurance fraud a couple of years later, and they found actual guns in his house which would have matched the one.
Was they legal guns or illegal guns? Because obviously in England you're allowed certain guns in your house. I think you're allowed pistols and shotguns, and that's it really.
I don't know. I'm guessing being shooting guns, he might have to have a license, but I don't think he did.
Oh, that is a dangerous game. So has he been locked up then now? Is he still in the...
Oh yeah, he's in jail until he left.
How long's it? So he's out of jail now?
I'm guessing not.
Oh, good.
I'm guessing he might be still in there.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that is disgusting to shoot a cat just for going in your garden. Your cat didn't kill any of his pets or anything, like, no.
He had no pets or anything, and that cat wouldn't have killed anything.
Oh, okay, that's alright then.
She was literally scared of mice.
The cat was scared of mice?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, it was totally
That's
harmless
how
then.
harmless she was.
Do you think the bloke, that neighbour, was just an absolute idiot, just a horrible bloke?
It's just a cunt, to be honest. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, I didn't really want you to drop the C-bomb.
He's a dick, I'll say that.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't like bleeping out swearing, to be fair. It's fine that you've dropped the C-bomb. He definitely is a total see you next Tuesday, to be honest, but,
Yeah, you should just say that next time.
And to be honest, I think a lot of the viewers who actually respect animals would agree, to be honest, because you don't shoot a harmless animal for no reason, you know. Like, if a dog's trying to... If an animal's trying to kill you, then, and you've got no other choice or option, then yes, obviously shoot it. But if it's just roaming about and doing nothing wrong, I don't really see how you can shoot it. Unless it's a big threat like a bear or a hippo or an elephant roaming about New York or whatever, then I understand, but a little cat...
Or Harambe.
What did you say?
I said, or Harambe.
Well, didn't the little kid get into an enclosure and then they shot him?
Yeah, but if you look at the footage, the Harambe was holding the kid's hand and looking after him.
No, I agree with him being shot. Sorry, George. I know it wasn't...
No, I don't. Actually, because if you look, the kid was fine, and the gorilla was looking after him.
Do you know how strong these gorillas are, though, George?
Oh yeah, of course.
Can't they like? Can't they dead?
But could you have just tranquilised him?
I know, but it's a day. It was the kid's fault and the parents' fault, and they should be sued for the gorilla dying. But and maybe even locked up because they shouldn't let the kid get into the enclosure, or maybe not locked up. I don't know. It's a bit of an iffy one, really. It's sad that the gorilla got killed, but at the end of the day, you know, these things happen. It's such a shame, but I'm just going to look up how strong are gorillas. There should be... Gorillas' strength is about 10 times their own body weight, so they can lift anywhere between 27 times their own body weight. But the most common statistic I can find that relates to... Oh, okay, it just says 10 times their own body weight again. So the thing is, you got to imagine it can just rip a human's head off easily and just absolutely brutalise it. So, he could probably do that...
I'm just going to go off topic for a second and do a bit of news for a second.
Oh, sure, alright, go for it, mate.
Did you hear about the armpit man?
Armpit?
I can't say the word. Armpit.
Send me the
Armpit
word.
with an R.
Send me the word.
Well, basically, I think he's French or German.
Just send me the word. Send me the word. So I can have a bit more context.
An armpist, I'd say.
What? How is? The thing is, you drop the C bomb. So wait, who even is this bloke? Who is this bloke?
Well, but he's an arpist.
Okay. Oh yeah, Ray. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so what did he do then? I thought you kept saying the armpit man at first. I thought, what the hell is he on about?
No, well, I was going to say armpit. It's an arpist.
Okay, so Ray. Yeah, okay. What did he? Who is this bloke? Because there's loads of horrible people who abuse people.
Well, he's in interrogation at the moment because they think he's one who kidnapped Madeleine McCann.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like he might be the one, and it looks like she might be alive.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully she's alive because a lot of people think the parents did it for money. So.
Well, I don't know how old she would be now, but I'm guessing around 15 or something like that.
Well, where the hell? I mean, where do you reckon she would have gone then if she broke? Did she break free from him? Are they saying she broke free or?
I have no idea.
Okay then. Well, hopefully they find her. Anyway, on to the.
I was just saying, but arrange now would she would have turned 17 on the 12th of May, so she would look a bit different now.
Obviously. Well, it's pretty trippy to think like she's been alive all these. Like it's a good thing that she's been alive, but it's weird to think that she's been alive and they haven't been able to find her or help her, and I don't know. Bit of a worrying one.
I know it is quite bad.
Yeah, but at least she's fine. Well, okay, at least she might be alive and fine. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to go back to the pets then?
Yeah.
Okay then. I'll tell you a story about one of my pets then. It's quite uneventful, but I thought we might as well talk about it really. My parents had this cat called Nemo, and they said, oh, he ran off. But then years later I found out that he died, like when I was 9, and I was like, oh, that's a bit gutting. But that's the classic thing, isn't it? They don't want you to find out that they passed away. What other pets have I? I've met a lot of pets on holiday, to be honest. I met about 4 dogs technically, but I didn't properly meet the one dog. And then 10 dogs I've met on holidays. No, 11, because there was a dog at this one place as well that we briefly met. And, pardon me, to be honest, the dogs have been good laughs over the years that we've met. What's crazy, this one place we went to in South Devon, not about, I'd say 5 miles away from Beer or a bit further. It's really in the middle of nowhere, to be honest. It really is totally out of there. There was this one dog, Labrador, and we hadn't seen her for like, I think, nearly 3 years. And we went to visit the place we used to stop at, and she came to us by the window of the car and was wagging her tail, and she actually remembered us. Can you believe that, George?
It's probably the smell because I saw a video of a man who had a puppy in a rack and saved it.
Mm-hmm.
Took it about a year to get back, with quarantine and things like that. It was going in, and this was from the Iraqi war.
Oh, okay.
And when she saw the man who had a look out after that, and it had been about a year or two since I had last seen, she came right up to himself and getting excited just like that.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, So obviously it's kind of I don't same thing with that with you.
Yeah, but like I feel the thing is they're happy to see you as well though. It's like they're like bothered, you know. And they only, to be fair, we went there how many years? We went there like once, 1, 2, 3, 4. We went there like 5 times, and we spent weeks there. And there was no Wi-Fi, so we just mainly chilled out or hung around with the dogs. And so I guess as we went there so many times, I guess they're bound to remember us. No, you had a dog, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was a bit of a...
Only for a couple of days, actually.
Yeah, do you want to tell that story, or is it a bit too personal, or...?
Well, it just started peeing blood, and I never saw it again. And that was basically it.
Because that you had to have it put down, didn't you, sadly?
You want to put down?
Pardon?
Oh, I should say that. I think it was sold on.
Oh.
Which was quite bad. Because I don't think people I know told the new owner what was wrong with it.
So they just gave the dog away.
They got money off the dog, but I don't think ever told them about the problems the dog had.
They didn't tell them. So, did they specify there was problems? Did they say this dog has got problems, but they didn't say, or did they just say, here's the dog?
I don't think they did. I think they did. Here's the dog. How much money? And that was it. So basically, scam the person who bought the dog.
Yeah. With all due respect to them. Like, obviously, we don't want to name and shame. They're all right people, but that isn't really a good thing to do, to be honest. Just giving away a dog like that, you know. Again, I don't want to slate anyone or anything, but you should definitely tell them, listen, this dog has got problems. But did they take it to the vet at least?
Yeah, they did try to. I think it was too late for the dog.
So you reckon the dog probably died with a new owner then?
Yes.
Oh, that's really bad.
It wouldn't have lasted a couple of weeks, to be honest with you.
Oh. Didn't they try and get in contact with anyone, with you lot, or...
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you'd be quite young, wouldn't you, when it happened, so...
Yes.
I mean, to be honest, if someone gave me a dog that was basically on its last legs, I would have probably asked, is everything... Because, to be honest, you shouldn't really buy... You know, like... I'm not saying the people who bought the dog were bad for buying the dog, but you really should just buy dogs from, like, dog pet places. You shouldn't really, like, buy them off someone else, because you got to think to yourself, why are they giving this dog away? Don't they love this dog? Bit weird, isn't it? And you'd think they'd be asking questions like, has this got problems? Why are you giving it away? Blah, 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 blah. You wouldn't just pay the money and accept it.
No.
I'm assuming the reason why they would do that, though, is because it's cheaper than probably going to a dog store, pet store.
It probably is, yeah.
But one person in my family, they bought this dog. Obviously, Jack Russells aren't really very nice. They're usually quite... I suppose it's about how you raise them up and how you look after them. But basically, my...
Yeah, well, there's one across from me, which is a nasty little thing.
Yeah. But this Jack Russell, it's not like a normal Jack Russell. Because usually Jack Russells they have the little man syndrome. They get really angry because they're little and they want people to listen to them, and they grrr, grrr, all the time. But this one just barks at people constantly, man. This one just if you get up, you move, and I'm thinking, obviously my relative has not disciplined it properly. In my opinion, if the dog keeps barking, because it's going to listen to its owner, my relative is able to pick it up. She needs to take him outside, put him outside, shut the door and not let him back in. Then let him back in. If he goes, take it, put him outside, bring him back in, take him out, till he learns. Pavlovian conditioning, you know.
I've seen her like tapping on the head with a bar, tap him on the nose, not like hard, like flat. Just get one finger, just go one little tap on the nose. offer or it's just soft doing it, and it doesn't hurt him.
I know, but they'll probably think that you're just playing with them and they won't do anything. They'll still act stupid.
Oh no, it works. It does work.
Okay.
It works with small dogs, mostly. But bigger dogs, no, just like small ones. Like,
the big dogs would be like, "What the bloody hell are you doing?" and probably get annoyed. But yeah, I mean, you know. But the point of the story is that she got it from a family, and I reckon the dog was probably treated like crap because there was other dogs there that got other attention. So it got really angry that it doesn't get attention, so it wants people to notice it. That's what I think.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, she's had like good dog trainers in. But the thing is, you can't just get a dog trainer to stroke it or talk to it or whatever. You need to properly get it outside and condition it to not do stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So, but that's just my opinion. But anyway, the moral of the story is, if you're gonna buy a dog off people, check first, and because no one's selling a dog unless there's something up with it. To be honest, so yeah.
Yeah, you're right there.
But yeah, as I say, if someone gave me a dog that was on its last legs, I'd phone them up and I'd be livid. I'd say, why didn't you tell me this? This is really bad. I'm very angry. You know, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, well, you want your money back, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
A dog's got to cost quite a bit of money.
Well, as I say, if you buy it off someone, I'm assuming it's cheaper. I'm assuming that's why they do it, but yeah. Anyway, some more stuff about pets then. My nan and granddad had these 2 guinea pigs for years because at the previous place they was at, the people who they had them off, they had loads of other pets that they were responsible for, so the guinea pigs didn't really... They was just in the dark all the time in this room, so they just gave them away to my nan and granddad. Then they had great lives at my nan and granddad's house. They got fed, they got attention, they got nursed. They absolutely were loving life. But sadly, both of them died because they were already quite old. So they got this new one, and this new one actually purrs sometimes, which is quite funny. I didn't know guinea pigs could purr. But I just love guinea pigs, man. They've got so much personality. They're so cool.
Yeah, well, I think I've had one or two before, and they are quite nice.
Yeah, they're really lovely, in my opinion. Chinchillas are alright, but they're a bit too big and fast, and they're a bit too boisterous.
What about chickens?
You mad? Hold on, yeah, you had chickens. I just remembered, didn't they get like sadly, you know. That's what I was about to say, but I didn't. I wanted to use the right word, but as you used it, yeah, mauled by a badger and brutalised. Sadly, was it tragic when you got up and saw the chickens hurt, or was you not?
Well, mine got killed.
Oh.
And that's when I got killed. And then the other one got badly injured, was put in a different cage, but then died a couple of days later.
Oh, from the injuries?
Yeah.
How bad was this then? How bad were they brutalised?
Well, the cage was left to unlock by accident.
Oh! We all make mistakes. These things happen.
I would say that Pikachu got killed by a badger.
No. Was you gutted? Was it like quite traumatic to see when you saw it? Or?
Well, it was less chickens pooping everywhere, but then we did go and get 2 new ones.
Oh, okay. What were they for then? Were you planning on like having them lay loads of eggs and use them for eggs, or like were you just having them for fun?
I was using them for eggs and pets.
No, fair play to you. Then was they nice? Was that?
I wasn't gonna cook them.
Yeah, I didn't think you would, but that's good. So were they alright pets then? Were they nice to have?
Yeah, okay, but they did poo a lot.
Oh, okay.
You get 1 foot outside, you have 2 on your shoe.
Bro, I can't believe a badger got into your garden though, because your area's like, you're not, obviously where we live, there is quite a lot of like woods and like countryside areas, but the part where you lived, it's quite like, there's loads and loads of houses, so I don't see how a badger would have somehow got into your garden.
Well, I think it used to come in most nights,
Oh
a
no.
claw marks up against the cage.
Marks up. It left marks up against the cage.
But, like his claws are get in, and basically you're gonna add the wood up the cage.
Yeah. I feel bad for those chickens, man, because you'd think like they're scored big, you know, be it moving in with a family, but then you know, your life's going great, then you just get mauled by a badger.
Well, you remember Oscar, right, the big fat cat.
You had a few grey cats, didn't you?
Well, we had two.
Two grey ones, wasn't Oscar ginger?
One of three. So we had Oscar and Theo, which were brothers.
Yeah.
Theo died. We got Lottie.
Mhm.
And Ted was the big lazy one.
Oh, okay, fair play.
It was funny because one time a ginger cat came into the garden, scratched his eye, he did nothing, and then one family member went and tipped a bucket of water over both of them, and he couldn't have cared less. He just sat there, looked up.
Wait, the fat cat wasn't bothered that someone tipped water on him?
You know, the ginger cat ran away. Our cat just looked up. Like, what was that?
I mean, I hate people who abuse animals like that, man.
Well, no, we didn't abuse the cat. We were trying to get the ginger cat away from our cat.
Oh, sorry. I thought...
Scratched the eye.
Oh, shit, sorry. I thought you meant another cat from another house, like, scratched your cat's eye, and then the neighbour came over and, like, chucked water at both the cats.
No, we took the...
Sorry.
We took the water at them to get the ginger one away from ours.
Oh, the ginger one was someone else's cat?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, bro. I'm really sorry.
No, that's it. It's fine, but it's funny.
Mum
The same cat. I think he met the same badger.
Oh, really? You reckon that ginger cat got...
That scared the badger off in the end.
Your cat scared the badger?
Of a cat, Lottie, she was terrified of everyone except for me.
Mm-hmm.
And one night she was outside, the badger came, and Teddy was not Teddy. I'm thinking of Oscar. If it was any other cat, he would have just sat there and watched what would happen.
Mm.
He jumped down.
Yeah.
And basically scared of the thing. I know it's a bloody massive badger. It's not double his size.
So he scared off a badger then?
And he scared it off. And he never go and do something if he had to.
Fair play then, I guess, so the badger never came back. But yeah. You want Teddy? What? I keep saying Teddy for some reason. That's the older one. Mm-hmm.
The time that they got the chickens, Oscar was asleep upside down on a chair, so he didn't even know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all the stories I've got about pets.
Fair enough. I'm trying to think of a few more about pets, to be honest. I personally like... Oh yeah, were those cats strays, or did you get them from a pet store?
I got them all from a pet store, yeah.
Fair play to you. One last question about the dog. Did you get that from a pet store, or was that from someone else?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think it might have just been a normal breeder.
Okay. One last one then. Will you ever get any pets again?
Yes.
Oh, sick.
I want a dog.
That's ace, man. That's awesome.
Corgi.
What's a corgi? I'll look it up, hold on.
Do you know what the Queen has?
No.
I'll show you. Hang on.
Corgi. Hold on, I found it. Oh, the really little ones.
Yeah.
What? George,
I don't think I'm one of the. That would be good.
Bro, you need to train it right, man. Imagine if some of us came around your house and it tried to bloody... Well, it's not going to kill us. It's not big enough to do any damage, but... You know.
Hang on, I've got another call coming through.
Okay, sound.
Sorry.
But yeah, personally, I'll tell you right now, I do think that dogs are a lot better than cats, to be honest. Dogs rely on you a lot more. It's a lot more like their family, in my opinion. Because cats, they usually, you know, they go about, they do their own thing, get into fights with other cats, go into other people's gardens, do whatever. They're very independent. But dogs, it's like they're your family, they need you, and you... Obviously, you don't need them, but you love having them around because they're really lovely. So, yeah, most dogs I like. So obviously, I'm not a big fan of Jack Russells and really little ones who are yappy, but I don't mind little ones who are nice. It is really about how you bring them up at the end of the day and how you train them, and if you actually, you know, teach them properly and all that sort of malarkey, to be honest. But yeah, I love Springer Spaniels, they're great. Brittany's are great. Labradors, Golden Retrievers, German Shepherds. I know sausage dogs a little, but they're quite lovely. I do like a few little dogs, but I'm just not a fan of Jack Russells or yappy ones, to be honest. They're just a bit annoying, you know. Oh, hold on, George is calling back. Oh, let's call him. All right, mate.
Sorry about that. I was just trying to steal some toilet paper.
What? Okay, fair enough.
I'm joking.
So yeah, I can't... Wait, what did I ask? Oh yeah, you're going to get another pet. I was going to say, you need to train it properly, bro, because if me and some of the squad come round yours and it's trying to get at us and kill us, that's not going to be fun, even though it's not big enough to do damage.
Well, look at the picture I've just sent you. Do you think this would... Do you know what hurt you, really?
Let's have a look. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. The thing is, they're little yappy ones, so you'd have to, like, try and... If it did start having...
Yeah, they don't yap that much.
Oh, okay. Well, you probably have to... If it did yap, the point I'm making is, if it did yap, would you, like, take it outside?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, that's good of you then. Because some people, the dogs are yapping and they do absolutely nothing. They're like, oh, don't worry. It's just how he is. He won't hurt you. But it's like, he's growling and trying to bite me, you idiot! You know, it's like... Well, actually, no, to be fair, I've never had a dog try and bite me, but they've been growling a lot. The key is to show no fear. There was this massive dog once that started running at me, stopped, and I tried to... This was when I was like 12. I ran from side to side, it was blocking me, and it looked really angry, and I thought, oh, God, what am I going to do? And it was getting closer. I basically got on one knee and I grabbed a rock just to... It didn't see me, just to be prepared if it jumped at me and tried to bite me. But then they called... The owner said, oh, come here, and they got it to go back.
I think this is a nice looking dog.
Let's have a look, George.
I don't know what breed is it.
Let's have a look. It's going to be something stupid. It's going to be something... I'll bet you any money it's going to be something...
Nice.
Oh, that looks alright, yeah. That looks alright. I don't know what they are.
Mix.
Yeah. To be fair, some of the crossbreeding with some of these dogs is mad because some of them end up being deformed and they're not done properly.
Yeah.
I also hate these lunatics who run drug cartels who have like who have dogs and they put the dogs on cocaine to make them go mental and get angry with everyone.
I've never heard about that.
There's some videos of it on Facebook. It's only been shown once, but I saw it. But yeah, overall, I'd say pets are really, really good therapy, mental therapy. It also gives you some sort of responsibility. You have to look after this thing, you know. But obviously, they're not just for mental health. They're an alright laugh to have. You know, while we talk, George, my family might be getting a pet tortoise. They've gone to this shop to look at the tortoises. So,
that might be good.
As we speak, we've got a little thing in the garden for it.
You should call him Captain Slow.
Captain Slow, that's a bit cruel. We're probably going to call it Tyson or My mum said to call it Mr. Parsons. I don't know why. Bowser would be kind of funny.
I was thinking Captain Sir like James May.
James May. James May.
You want to call him Captain Slow?
I can't.
This is slow.
Okay.
So, have you ever a dog that's made out of wood?
What? No.
I've seen the picture.
Let's have a look. We're now taking a swift, calm drive down Conversation Street. Da-la-la, doo-doo, da-la-la, doo-doo, da-la-la. No, we're not gonna go down Conversation Street.
Copyright, please.
No. Oh yeah. We're not making any money out of this. I mean, to be honest, I think I'll just quickly say about pets. They're awesome. Get them, train them right. If you don't want a pet, that's fine. But if you don't like animals, don't be cruel. Just don't bother with them. Yeah, I was just going to say quickly about money-wise, though, and copyright. I don't think we're ever going to make money off this, to be honest. Because the problem is...
I don't want new OnlyFans now, so come and subscribe to that.
No. I mean, maybe we can make a few quid off of it, but the thing is, you do need it to be, a lot of it to be kid-friendly, or, like, not have any swearing in. And we can't guarantee that with most podcasts, can we? So... if they're swearing, they demonetise your videos. I can see us getting a Patreon and getting some donations, but to be honest, I don't mind.
And even like it if you want a Patreon, then.
Leave a like if you want us to start a Patreon, you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't think people will get this far in the podcast, but if they do one day, well, we'll probably start one anyway once we get a big enough audience. But yeah, I do feel like, though, that maybe one day... the problem is, with us making money on YouTube, I've agreed with Aaron, we'll split it 50-50. But the thing is, even if we had, like, a million subs, you still wouldn't be making that much good money, really, because you'd have to split it 50-50, so... but again, I'd rather have someone that I'm working with and is helping me on this channel and I'm helping them on this channel, a 50-50 sort of thing going on, you know. Because it eases the workload. We've both got different talents and we're both good at different things. Aaron said before, he's good at the media side of things. I'm good at the actual practical stuff and talking. And we're lucky to have someone like George who helps as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I do love doing this podcast.
Yeah. As I've said before, we're going to keep it going till we get bored or run out of things to talk about, which I don't know if that'll ever happen. I mean, it will one day, eventually, probably, but who knows. I can see it going on for ages and ages and ages, because the thing is, even if we run out of general things to talk about, we can review things. There's a billion things to review, and we can do all the segments.
Every week.
Pardon?
And there's different news every week.
Yeah, exactly. News can pop up and we can talk about stuff, you know. So I can't really see it, but who knows. George, what would you do then if me and Aaron said we're not doing the podcast anymore, finished? Would you start your own podcast, or are you not bothered?
I probably would start my own podcast, but I would need a co-host to do that. You
wouldn't bother doing it on your own then?
Well, I think doing one by yourself is good, but you would need a guest or something like that, because you're just talking to yourself for an hour.
I think that's...
get a bit boring.
It depends what sort of person you are and how passionate you are about the topic, but I do get where you're coming from. Aaron said it before. It's like you most podcasts you want someone to bounce off of, unless it's something you really know your stuff on or something you're really passionate about talking about. So
yeah, you're right.
But obviously, if I did give up the podcast and I just didn't want to do any podcast stuff on YouTube anymore, I would still be up for going on yours after all the help you've given me. I'll come on and talk about whatever you want to talk about. So yeah. But I wouldn't do it every week, just sometimes. Yeah. Pardon?
I said that would be a good idea if I ever did one.
What good idea?
You could
yeah.
I did one.
Yeah, I would, man, definitely. If I packed it in and you needed people on, I'll probably think to myself, yeah, might as well help him a bit, you know, for the laughs. He's giving me the help, so... But yeah, as I say, I'm probably not going to quit anytime soon. I really enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. They don't get many views, but I could really care less, to be honest. It's a decent laugh and a bit of fun. Good way to pass the time and a good way to, you know, just have a conversation for a laugh and get it recorded and look back on it for memories. So, yeah. I think we can wrap up nicely there anyway. Have you got any closing statements or?
Yes, I've got one more statement.
Go on then.
I will be doing a couple of videos on my channel this week. There'll be one going up of my Eagle Moss reviews, and then I have just live streamed a couple of episodes today, and I will be doing a review which will be going up on them.
Has the email
of the week as well.
Has the email from Twitch come through yet, mate?
I think it has, if I'm right.
Let's have a look then. Let's get it right now. Let's see. Because last time,
Let's have a look.
the previous stream, didn't you get like 33 views?
30.
So you got 30 this time.
33, yeah.
33 again.
Oh no, I'm just saying 33 last time.
Oh, okay. What do you reckon?
It might be a bit less because of how many. Of how long it's been since the last one.
Yeah, because before you did it on a weekend when less people would be doing stuff, so or like they wouldn't be working, so there'd be more people on Twitch.
Let's have a look. See if it comes up.
Rob, turn it off.
I think, if I'm right, 21.
Fair play to them, man. That's quite good going.
Yes, if you want to follow me on Twitch, it is DWBoy1.
Have you gained any more followers or?
I gained one more today.
Nice, man. Keep this up then, man, because, you know, you should keep doing it, to be fair, because who knows, you could make a nice few quid out of Twitch.
Yes, definitely. I might start my own Patreon as well, maybe, to go with it.
Well, doesn't it take a while to get people to donate to you on Twitch? You need a bit of an audience first, but you can set up a Patreon straight away, and don't Twitch like take some of the money if people donate? I swear they do.
I think so, yeah.
But Patreon, they don't take it, but you still a good way to make money, man. I hope it works out as a good little thing on the side. Or maybe, if you do it consistently enough, maybe a full-time career. I feel like it's quite easy. Not easy, but you've got more chance of getting big on Twitch than you have on, like, YouTube, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Because YouTube, it's so competitive, and YouTube are quite strict about things, but Twitch are fairly laid back about things, and you can just keep streaming, and it's more about grind. It doesn't matter how good your editing is, really. It's just about grafting, video, stream, you know, and streaming the right games and having the right attitude and personality that people enjoy watching.
Yeah.
And working hard at it.
I think we might need to end there, mate, now.
Yeah, of course. Have a good one then. See you, everyone.
See you later.